late.
And you were doing the 63?
That's what we heard.
I learned
I know it.
a long time ago.
You'll never
It's
show
real
any
easy.
hazard training.
Yeah.
I know, I was like,
There you go, Robert.
Very simple.
Yeah, clean up that.
So we showed you how, or we all experienced a green drink together, right? And then we went into a hot soup, so you saw how this machine handles vegetables, fruits, everything, and breaks it down to a very desirable texture. Everybody loves this stuff, even the kids. And speaking of kids, we all have neighbors, grandkids, our own children if they're young, and they're going to bring their kids over, and they're going to have something that's going to be really healthy. My wife used to own a daycare and preschool, and we had a cook, and that cook was taught how to teach these children how to make a juice. And you could teach the children about nutrition and stuff like that, so they grew up in the school learning all that stuff firsthand, and they loved the drinks, they loved the soup. And when you're babysitting kids, you know, you want to give them a nice treat, and you're expected to feed them and stuff, or if you have a small daycare, it's very inexpensive to have some very nutritious meals that are outstanding. Don't you think the parents appreciate that? Yeah. Nice.
Oh, the knife.
I think it got dropped.
I think it's sticking down.
He almost cut his toe
I think
off.
it's in the water. It's in the water. It's in the water.
It's okay. So how many folks out there have made a banana shake? Ever made a banana shake? Anybody?
Don't go there, Robert.
It's pretty simple. Get a good firm hold on that. Started feeling that before. Okay, so we're just going to put our banana in there. This is, you know, you've seen a soup, and you've seen, and we expounded on how you can put a lot more stuff into your soup, and you can make, use up lots of leftovers. And that saves a lot of money, and you're eating healthy, right? Well, I'm going to show you something now. Speaking of, like I said, when you have children and they bring their friends over, how you can make them a treat that's not going to break the bank. And everybody's going to love it, and you soon become, again, the most favorable babysitter they've ever had, or a neighbor, friend, or parents on the block. So that was 1.5 bananas. Very inexpensive, okay? You can do this with pineapple, you can do this with peaches, you can do it with just about any fruit. You got one fruit. I'm sweetening it with some blue agave. Might as well use it up. I'm going to last 10 years. This is a natural.
You can tell it's not honey because your honey never makes honey.
That's all.
Let him tell the jokes.
He was teeing me up for that one.
My grandkids grew up with this. My kids grew up with it. My first Vitamix, my wife and I got for a wedding gift, June 26, 1976. My in-laws used to sell the old stainless steel model. You know the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Outlaws are wanted.
Ha 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 ha.
that was.
So we're just going to put in 1.5 bananas. I put in about a 1/4 cup of blue agave nectar and a cup of ice. Now again, the key to this, being successful with your banana smoothie, or not smoothie, but freeze, it's got to be right bananas. If they're not right, don't do it. Do something else. Do another fruit that's in season or that's actually right. Okay, so you just snap that lid in place. Reach out here. We're going to put this on the very lowest setting. Put this on variable. This is a rheostat that causes this to work. When it's on high, this does not work. So then you just turn it on. And I just kind of take this right on up. That's 24,000 RPM, but then when you go here, that's 36,000 RPM. Just with a simple switch. It revs up like that, so it's 200 RPM balancing, where you just kind of work it around a little bit. That's all it takes. So number one, when you got all the children in the house, and you know, you want to keep track of them and whatnot, you don't want to spend too much time doing this. And then the other part is the cleanup, right? You got all these children, you certainly want to be about them. You don't want them destroying the house when they're cleaning the kitchen. So the cleanup is absolutely awesome. So from a green smoothie or green drink in the morning to a hot soup, both you know, lunchtime and or dinner time. I could have used a little ice in this one. You got a machine that saves you time, it saves you money, you're eating healthier than you've ever had before, and it all tastes great. And that's the key. Most of us grow up with habits, right? Eating habits is number one. We're we're products of how we were raised. I grew up in the dairylands of Southern California. Everybody know where Norco's at? Mariloma? I grew up there. Middle of the dairylands. I lived in the middle of the dairies.
Narco.
In fact, I was the first kid on the bus. Every morning, we go from dairy to dairy, picking up kids here, picking up kids there. And I always got dibs on the brown cows. You know why? Chocolate milk. Yeah, chocolate milk. Well, anyhow, I grew up, I love dairy products. They're my favorite thing. And because of it, though, I've got to change my ways. Obvious reasons why. And now I got to go on diets. I hate the diet scene. I don't like it at all. The fact is, I got to go on 3 diets at a time. One won't fill me up. So, folks, you've seen it all. You should all have one in your home. If not for you, for your kids. Give them good eating habits when they're young. The machines are right here. Fabulous price, fabulous warranty. Get yours today. All right, and a cleanup. Who likes to clean? You got to get out of that kitchen, right? That smoothie turned out good. So you just put in 2 or 3 cups of soapy water. Snap that lid back in place. So even after 17 years, it may not show it, but you know you still get a little jittery in front of people. But when you're in front of all the crowd and everything, you just be yourself and just. Scott told me when I first joined, or not joined, started with Vitamix, he said, you know, Robert, I know who you are. I know you, and your jargon is good. You get through all the demos the way you're supposed to. But let yourself show. You're just up there. You're too intense. You're too tight. You're too, just have fun with it. And just that little bit of advice. I've been going on 18 years, 17, 18 years now. So every one of you, the jitters go away and you have fun.
Yeah, I was way better in the training than here. I was like, duh, duh, duh. Like, I just got up there and I was like, ah!
Yeah. All right.